they will be protecting, or at least the one guy you were just talking about is going to be protecting Athan Kaliakmanis. How did I do pronouncing that last name? Was that close?
You tried your best. It's Athan Kaliakmanis.
I can't say that. I can't say
Kaliakmanis.
that. That's ridiculous. I can't say that. Anyways, Athan is going to be the quarterback this year. You guys had him on the show. Awesome show to be able to sit down and talk to him. For people who don't know who he is, how's he been doing this spring? What are his expectations for the fall?
Yeah, Athan was a 4-star coming out of high school in that COVID class where he committed early to Minnesota as a sophomore, and he had quite the offer list at the time, even for a sophomore back then. And it's just that's a class where the hit rate on kids is just so small because they didn't get to play, and then we didn't get proper evaluations, and so you just didn't know how it was going to come out. And then you get to see this kid in person, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it. I mean, he is the most physically talented quarterback I've seen in a Gopher uniform in my 12 years doing this. What does that mean? I mean, he's 6'3 plus, he's athletic, he can make all the throws, he's got arm talent like we don't traditionally see here in the Twin Cities. Now, you look at the stats and 54% completion percentage, more picks than touchdowns. I mean, I think a lot of that is him coming in at the end of a game against Illinois, him having his first career start in a whiteout at Penn State. I think what people should kind of take more away from that is what he did against Wisconsin and what he did against Syracuse before going down with that high ankle sprain. That's the kind of player that he can elevate a team to be, where we haven't, Tanner Morgan did a lot of great things here at the University of Minnesota, but Athan, I think, has the ability to really win them a football game where you can down the line. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen in 2023 or 2024, but he's got the ability to make any throw on the field. And then that's just not something that Minnesota has always had at quarterback. So I know the stats last year paint a picture that is not of a very good quarterback with, like I said, 54% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. But Athan has ability to be a lot better than that. And the question is going to be for me, as I keep telling Gopher fans, there's going to be lumps in the road this fall. With Athan in his first full year as the starter, people need to figure that out. But he's got the ability to have you up 14-3 at the end of the first quarter because of the throws he makes. Now, on the flip side of that, I'll continue to caution and say he's also got the ability to have you down 14-3 at the end of the first quarter because he's got to learn what throws he can make in the Big Ten and which ones he can.
Yeah.
So it's all going to be how quickly can Athan Kaliakmanis figure out the game of college football and the speed of college football and these defenses and being able to read it, because when he does, he's got a chance to be the first Gopher quarterback, in my mind, drafted since the 1960s.